Today's vlog, we are at Dental House. Later on, flying down to Cairns for the handover of Billabong at Cairns Airport. And then I think we should actually explain a little bit to do with the lead generations and stuff like that and how we get clients. So check it out. So we're just pulling up at Dental House now, which is one of our jobs. Started probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. Hands over on about the 4th of November. So we're just heading to the site to check on it now, make sure everything's on track. So stay tuned. So I'm just in Cairns, landed at about 8 o'clock this morning, 6 o'clock flight out of the Goldie for a handover of Billabong. So we're just at Billabong at the moment, about to meet the client. So we're all done and dusted, happy, and yeah, fingers crossed everything goes well. I'm sure it will. I think it would be important to hear from you more so about your understanding of how you actually start a business. What is the first step?
Well, I think the first step is actually making decisions about what you want your business to be and what you want to do. For us, it was pretty simple because we'd had building knowledge and construction knowledge. I've been involved in the building industry for a long time. And I mean, that for us was a normal thing. I think the most important thing that we did was that we decided to start off as a startup. So we had no rules. We didn't make rules, we created them as we went along. And that was part of us. So yes, there is investment required, there is all those sorts of things, but the first thing you really need to concentrate on is what it is that you want to spend your time doing. And you know as well as I do, I've always said to you guys that if you do what you love, you'll never go to work. And that's really important because, you know, there's so many different opportunities in what we've started and what we've created that's going to give everyone who works inside of our business diversity and the ability to change and adapt to different things as we grow. But I think the initial part first off is to make sure that you're doing something that you enjoy and doing something that you love. Then you can make the decisions about what do you want to call the business. Yeah. Is there a specific name? For us, we decided initially, I know that you said, you know, let's go building, but for me it was always about building a brand. That's what was the most important for me, was about building a brand and ensuring that we had the ability to diversify as we went along. I mean, if you remember when we first started, you and Nick were doing phone calls and ringing up people, yeah, chasing up bloody designers and all that sort of thing. We worked our business plan out and we said, okay, right, we've got this percentage of leasing, this percentage of nationals, this percentage of designers. So the boys cold called. They went and knocked on the doors and did all that sort of stuff, and that was the way that we started. And I think for any business, the cold calling, the hard work at the beginning is one of the things that lets the business grow and be a good business. Because people understand the hard work that you put in. They understand that you want to go out there and make a mark. And that's really, really important. And it's also important, like, and it doesn't matter what business you're doing or what you're creating, you're creating a brand. And the brand is what's important. It needs to be protected all the time. So if you go out there with expectations straight away and throw things at it and you can't back up what you're delivering or what's saying the brand's going to do, well, you're going to mess with the brand. And we knew about that initially, and that's why we've walked into this slowly. I mean, we could have went to plenty of nationals or different people, but we didn't. We decided to go through this process, not be like other shop fitters, to do it the way that we wanted to do it, not the way that other people thought that was the best way to do it.
In terms of when we first started generating leads and stuff like that, one of your biggest things was to not touch clients that you previously dealt with. Was that something that you didn't want? Is it because you wanted me to learn how to do that? Or was it something that you were like, if you're going to start this, then you need to learn how to do that initial cold call lead generate yourself without the assistance of those previous relationships? Or was it just a matter of starting fresh and it being something new?
No, I think it's extremely, extremely important. And like, you know as well as I do, that schooling probably wasn't one of your best things. And for very successful people, that's quite common.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's quite common that school is not a part of you. So I remember when we first started talking about this, we talked about you doing like a uni degree, but not going to uni. And I think that's what it is. By starting that way, it gives you an insight, and it gives everyone an insight as to what it takes to be able to create.
Yeah.
Rather than having to go out and utilise what you've already got.
Yeah.
Because now as Duck Studio has developed and evolved, those people that I used to work with or I used to deal with or anything like that, they will come back into this cycle again. And they will not hesitate to come and use Duck Studio.
Yeah.
What we do have now, after a long period of time, or after 4 years, what we do have now is an infrastructure. We have a process and we've got a program and mythology about how we go and do things. When we first started, we didn't have those things.
Yeah.
So it wasn't beneficial in any case for us to put ourselves out there and wreck something in the first 6 months of something that, it didn't need to be done.
Yeah.
Our processes have created and we've evolved. I mean, we're a startup, and as I say to people say, about Duck Studio, we were a startup, but we've also grown organically now. And I think that's one of the coolest things, is instead of having to go and pay big money for advertising, instead of going to do all this sort of stuff to try and get out there, we've been able to do this organically. And that organic has been able to happen because, like, you have gone out there and knocked on doors.
I think there could be a misconception with organic and what organic means. Organic doesn't mean where you start a business and you sit back and you kind of... Organic is the advertising and the brand awareness, marketing strategy type thing, which is, I think, where the organic comes from. I think it can be easily misconceived that, like we were speaking about before, is we had the list of 72 leasing agents just on the Gold Coast that we would back to back call and be like, have we got work? Have we got this? Have we got that? And they would be like, yay, nay, no. 90% of the time it was no. It was always a no. But I guess from our perspective and the way that we look at things, it is trying to turn that no into a yes.
Sometimes no's good. Sometimes no's good because...
No's are the fun part.
Absolutely, because no's teach you to look at things in a different perspective.
Yeah.
That's what no teaches you. It's just a no. That's okay, that's no. That's not a don't ever come and talk to me again.
Yeah.
It's just a no. And once you get it, like I've always said to the guys, the biggest thing about business is creating relationships. And relationships take time. They don't happen overnight. They take time. And the guys have persisted, like as Joel said, he's got his 72. But what he also said is when he got to the end of his 72, he went back to the start. So all of a sudden, he started to create relationships. These guys, whether they've got something or got nothing, these guys are starting to know who Joel is. Joel, therefore, has his brand, has the brand Duck Studio, so they're also going, oh, hold on a second, so this is who you are. This is what's going on. And now the evolution of what we're doing with our social media and those sorts of things, we're actually opening up doors. I think that the dental house, for example, came through social media. So there's opportunities that we're creating, and that's what I say when I say it's growing organically. You're not having to invest in something to be able to do all this. You're investing your time in you, us.
Yeah.
It's not money. It's not this. It's not that. So it's you investing the time that you want to put into you. You can do whatever you want. Anyone in the whole world can do whatever they want if they want to make a commitment to do it and they believe it. And it can happen. And that's what's really important, especially for young people today. They need to know that diversification is something that you can do at any stage of your life. I'm 55 years old and I'm just about to start doing podcasts and all that sort of stuff. 56, I think, actually. So that's a little bit of an insight into how Duck Studio came about and what we were thinking when we started Duck Studio. We would really like to share our experiences with all the people throughout social media and all that sort of stuff. So if you've got any questions or anything that you'd like to know, or if we can give you a little bit of advice in some ways to you starting off something that you'd like to be involved in and have for you at the end of the day. So please don't hesitate to come back to us, give us a call, send us a DM. We're happy to answer any questions and talk. We've got some other stuff coming, some vlogs and a little bit of a story about ducks as well. So we look forward to hearing from you guys and look forward to you guys talking to us. Cheers. Have a great day.